Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Groupers offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Groupers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Auburn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down.
Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Using his feet. Wide open spaces. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
There's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's caught. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So here comes the Auburn offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game. game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down. And the groupers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a catch at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's Craig. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The groupers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the groupers will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the groupers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Going with the counter play here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Trying to set up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Alston. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're dealing with a second and long. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Wicks. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The groupers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Alston. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement out front. Let's keep this drive going.
Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. To the air, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Here we go. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get the other side of the field now set up on the 2-yard line.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Spider! Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's what finishing the deal looks like. build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to Western Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The groupers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Look out, he's got room. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Craig. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to pass, it's Wicks. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Craig. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.